Wow. So, what is one of my favorite memories with Heath? That's hard because as of today, we have been together for 14 years, which is almost impossible to believe. Um, you know, I this is going to sound so anticlimactic because the day you get married is a big day. The trips we've taken, I mean, we've gotten to do some pretty cool stuff, not recently, but in the past, going to Paris, to Belize, a couple of cruises, that kind of stuff. As crazy and simple as this sounds, I think there was a day we had been together for just a couple months, maybe, and Jesse was still alive. That was the dog I had at the time, and the three of us walked down Bayshore in Tampa, which is this it's Bayshore. It's this sidewalk that goes along the street that's right on the bay. So literally, you could jump over this little stone wall thing and you'd be in the bay. And it was, one of those perfect days, sun setting across the bay, and it's just really pretty. And it was just the three of us walking. We stopped at one point, and some lady took a picture of us, and I have that picture. And I think that was just one of those sort of postcard moments that happens every now and then in your life that I remember that one. So that I would say that particular day, as simple as it sounds, it's just kind of special and sticks out. Okay, you guys are trying to start World War III. This is a terrible question. So what do I like most about Heath? He's funny. I mean, we laugh a lot, and he's got a really sort of cheeky sense of humor, and he tends to be the really sweet, sort of innocent one with his humor. I tend to be more snarky. Don't be shocked. Um, but yeah, I would say his sense of humor, and he's very sweet. He's a very sweet person just in general. What annoys me the most? How do I walk this political line? Um, Wow. Okay, I guess it's a good thing I'm struggling here. I'm not trying to decide between a long list. Don't say that. I don't know off the top of my head what annoys me the most. Oh, okay. I will say this. He claims to clean a lot, but he doesn't. And so the kitchen piles up, and I cook. I'm the one who cooks, so I need a clean kitchen. Doggone it. And anyway, he does not clean nearly as much as he says he does. When he does a really good job, and he's very diligent about it. But he doesn't do it regularly. And I really wish the kitchen would just stay clean. Arr! Oh, have we ever wanted kids? Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I really did. I love kids for the most part. Most kids. I had this mental image. I mean, I guess it's part of the upbringing, the white picket fence, and didn't really have a man in mind at the time. I guess that came later. But the uncle gig is pretty cool. I have 17 nephews and nieces. I will sell you one if you want. I'm kidding. That's just a joke. Um, but yeah, I enjoy kids. I think at this stage in our life, we're both past a certain age. I'm not answering that question. Um, and I think we're a little too selfish now. We want to enjoy, our lives without that responsibility. I mean, good Lord, we have three dogs, so that's enough responsibility for us. So I think that time has passed for us. But there was a day, absolutely, when I think I know I wanted kids. But the days in the past said, do not send me your children. Okay, this is another really mean question. How can you only let me have one story for the rest of my entire life? Um, So Riley Hart is one of my favorite male romance writers. And so if you made me only have one male romance, it would be Boyfriend Goals by Riley Hart because I just adore the characters and their interaction. And I don't know, there's something about that story that it just made me feel good from start to finish. It's just a really good story. So this is actually, I think, pretty easy for me to answer. In the batter's box, so spoiler alert, if you have not read the batter's box, stop. Um, the chapters where Cooper is dealing with the death of his grandmother, um, those were first of all, I didn't know I was gonna fall in love with Cooper like I did as a character until I got into writing him and I kind of got his voice down, and he became very personal to me as a character. I don't know. It's weird how you just start to care about characters when you're writing them, and the scenes where he is dealing with his grandmother's loss, I really wanted to do that justice. And it's kind of like a method actor. You kind of get inside the character to play the character. And those were painful. Like, I was bawling at my desk when I was writing those. Heath came in a couple of times. He's like, "Are you okay?" Because it was just, I was really into the scene and feeling what Cooper was feeling, and I wanted you to feel that when you read the book. And so those were incredibly difficult but very impactful scenes to me, and I hope you felt that, because that I really wanted you to fall in love with Cooper through sort of his dealing with that journey and the pain and coming out the other side of that pain that he faced. And I know that's not what most male romance is about. We're not trying to inflict pain on each other. Wrong kind of pain, Janice. Stop that. I mean, but it's part of life, and I always want to portray things in a real, in a personal way that we all can identify with, that makes sense, that's how it really happens, and not paint this rosy picture of life always being rainbows and unicorns and bunnies flying out your ass. If you have bunnies in your ass, that's not where they go. It's bad. Do not put bunnies in your ass. Anyway, ow, rabbit hole, literally. Never mind. I'm leaving now. Goodbye. This has been great. I'm embarrassed.